All right, Michael, you're going to need to close us out. One
Okay.
more album that you chose as one of your, or one more song that you chose as one of your favorite
hmm
love songs.
Well, I'm going to cut right to the chase. Perhaps you've heard of the song. It's by one Mr. Stephen Wonder. Generally goes by Stevie. Uh,
That's my dad. Call me Stevie.
I mean, I feel like this one, when I added to the list, I'm like, oh, it's a total cop out. But I was like, I don't care. It's enough,
What?
enough songs. I have chosen "You Are the Sunshine of My Life" by Stevie
Yes.
Wonder.
Not a cop out.
I mean, I don't. I thought it might be for a second, but ultimately, I decided I didn't care.
No way.
So I
Right.
don't know.
Good.
I mean, I just think when I think of an artist whose music just brings joy, so much joy.
Hmm.
I mean, and granted, some of his albums got a little more angry, but
Hmm.
like, I mean, there's always like a passion underneath what he was singing and what he was playing, and this, I mean, this song is no exception. I mean,
Yeah.
I will say, "Part Time Lover" is a little, you know, meh, but
Problematic, maybe, as the kids would say.
well, well, I feel like that song and "I Just Called to Say I Love You" are kind
Hmm.
of, I mean, it's like 80s Stevie, and it's kind of, we'll give him a pass. But
Sure.
golden era Stevie Wonder, I mean, "You Are the Sunshine of My Life." It's we when my husband and I got married, I think we
Hmm.
briefly sort of tossed around the idea of like, if there was a particular song, like what would our song be? If we had had a much bigger ceremony, like what would our first dance be to? Because we'd never
Yeah.
really had a song per se.
Hmm.
And I said, I have a memory of when we first started dating that we kept ending up places when this song came on.
Mm.
Like, I feel like it was one time we were in a car and it came on, or maybe like a cab and that song came on, or someone else's car and it came on, or we were in a restaurant and the song came on, and
Really?
or like,
Wow.
or
It
I just
followed
felt
you.
like, yeah, I mean, like towards the beginning of our relationship, and I've always associated the song with that time of our relationship. And so if we had danced to something at our wedding, I probably would have nominated this. And I know it's, again, probably also a real cheesy cop out wedding dance song, but I
No.
don't care. I don't
Right.
care.
Well, I don't even think that's a thing, though. I think that like "You're the Sunshine." It's this is also canon. Like
Hmm.
this is love song. Like 20th century love song canon, and
Hmm.
and I wouldn't be surprised if assuming that society doesn't completely fall apart some sooner rather than later, that history continues to move in the direction that it is. That this could be one of those songs that stands the test of time
Hmm.
for forever. Like way
Yeah.
in the future, way into the future.
I mean, the lyrics, while they may be cliche is cliche for a reason because it's
Hmm.
truth. I mean, it starts, "You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. You are the
Hmm.
apple of my eye. Forever you'll stay in my heart." It's just, I mean, there's
Hmm.
nothing, there's, but
Can't
like,
argue with that.
yeah, I mean, I know I keep saying like it's a cop out because I feel like for some reason I have a hard time with the saccharin, and I don't know what made me such a grumpy Gus over here with my, like, I mean, I'd like, part of me thinks it's because am a child of the '90s, and so I'm like sarcastic to the core, and
Hmm.
so, you know, when sincere things have to be expressed,
Hmm.
I always question that. Like, I question when people are being sincere sometimes,
Because they
and
have to be couched in self-awareness to be real, you think?
I mean, Gen X really got ruined by, I don't know who ruined us. Boomers ruined us by
Sure.
telling us like, "Hey, you're not as good as you think you are. So don't go being too proud of yourself." And like,
Mm,
"Hey, maybe they
okay.
said that they love you, but I don't know if they really mean that." I mean, I'm not blaming boomers, but I'm blaming boomers because I just sort of don't, I don't know. It's something I've always struggled with, is the ability to say something sweet
Hmm.
and meaningful and direct without feeling like I'm being too cheesy or I don't really mean it. When actually, like,
Yeah.
I do mean it, but it's, I don't know. Am I making any sense?
You are making sense, and I think this is a really interesting point on love in general, right? But matching your words to your actions, I feel like that's kind of the core of like love, practical love in our world, right?
Hmm.
And and to me, I think the reason pop music is the way it is, I think sometimes, is that you have in pop music license to express the saccharine, to express the cheesy and cringy, but I think it's oftentimes the music itself, the instrumental music, that earns it, right? That's when
Hmm.
pop music works really well, is when you can say something completely cliche, or it would sound cliche out of context, but then when you present it in that way, it becomes authentic.
Can you think? I mean, can you think of any recent pop songs that have expressed something the same way that this song expresses it? I can't even think of an artist that I would look through
Mhm.
their catalog. I mean, because even I mean, the first artist that came to mind is Taylor Swift, actually. But like
Mm.
sometimes I feel like her lyrics are even a little too clever.
You know who I think it is?
Hmm.
Lizzo.
Yes. Oh my
I think
God, you're
it's
right.
Lizzo. But with Lizzo, it's more about her sense of humor, I think.
Hmm.
She accomplishes something really remarkable in saying like some stuff that, it's empowerment language, and it's like affirmation language, but
Hmm.
because of the way she does it and the energy she does it with, the attitude she does it with, and the sense of humor that she also brings it's like that self-awareness that makes the saccharin work.
Hmm. You're so right. Michael Ockenbaum's going to be so thrilled when he hears us say this.
Yep, and I stand by it. I love Lizzo. She's the best.
Do you have
She's the
any
best.
Stevie Wonder experience, or you're like, I mean, what's your level of
Pretty
knowledge?
It's pretty low. It's pretty low though. But it also is one of those things where, I mean, his songs are just everywhere too.
Yeah.
So even though I have not listened to Stevie was again not somebody I was really raised with. Instead, he's just always been part of the consciousness, musical consciousness.
Hmm.
To me, he's like an elder statesman. He is somebody who, I don't know, bears a standard for music in our lifetime that I think is indelible. And he's another one we're just freaking lucky to have. Love songs are amazing when done well because the reason we do that, I think, is because we're all looking for that moment where we can like fully put ourselves in the shoes of whatever is being expressed, right? In art that we're taking in. And when you're talking about the way that we love each other, then that's such an amazing entry point towards really being able to see yourself in a song.
Also, I should correct. I'm being my own fact checker here. His
Do
name
it.
is not, in fact, Stephen Wonder. Steveland Hardaway Morris, and he is 72 years old. So,
Yes.
well, he has always been one of my favorite artists, and often I feel like, well, when people look at my musical taste, he looks like sort of the anomaly in the
Hmm.
mix. You know, like Pearl Jam, Radiohead, Nine Inch Nails, Stevie Wonder. It's just sort of a weird mix because you got to have the joy to balance
Hmm.
out the goth industrial I hate myself music. So
Just like Bob Ross said, you got to have the dark times to remind you about the how good the light times are.
if Nine Inch Nails is my Prussian blue, then Stevie Wonder is my,
Alizarin Crimson.
there we go. Well, dear listeners, we really want you to listen to "You Are the Sunshine of My Life," but before we're going to let that be the end of our episode. So before we let you
Mhm.
go, we just gotta want a few reminders of what's coming up down the pike, down the pipe.
Coming down the pike.
There we go, coming down the
Yeah,
pike.
yeah.
We're not quite ready for season 4 yet. This is
It's
just a
coming
little,
together.
yeah. It's we're almost there. So, but you'll still hear from us in the next week or two or three. Don't want to give
Hmm.
away too much, but don't you worry. But we'll be here soon with season 4. You got anything you want our listeners to know, Tyler?
Nope. Just share those YouTube videos with your friends if you feel like it, and go back and give us a little like or subscribe on there. I guess you can do that.
Oh yeah, they can do that now.
Help out our numbers and
Oh
everything.
God, we're those guys now, aren't we? Like or
We gotta
subscribe.
be. Sorry, guys. That's us now.
Oh man.
We really appreciate you listening. We hope everybody gets to spend the time around Valentine's Day with people that they love, and maybe I speak for Michael. I hope I speak for Michael when I say I love all of you.
And if Valentine's Day to you means watching something like, I don't know, Hostel or The Hills Have Eyes or something like that, if that's your Valentine's Day, we are not here to yuck anyone's yum.
Nope. Love is love is love.
I think that's how we're gonna end the episode, isn't it?
Yep.
All right, everyone. Yeah, enjoy Mr. Wonder, and we'll talk to you soon.